All right, so let's jump right into the pattern itself. This is what a Kogin-zashi pattern looks like. It has lines. It has the lines like a grid. What is a grid?
There is a grid, yes.
Like this. And then it has darker lines, and those darker lines represent thread. Kogin-zashi patterns are the visual representation of the stitches that you're going to make. Right here you can see they are stacked like this and alternating stacks, which creates a checkerboard effect just like this. This is the pattern. The way that Kogin is created, the way these stitches are created, is you are working over or under a certain number of stitches, a certain number of threads. So your stitches as they show on the top of the fabric are represented by these dark lines. Any place where you don't see those dark lines, that means that your thread is running under the fabric like this. This is the front, this is the back. Even more so, we're going to look here very closely, and what you're actually going to do is look at the threads running this way. The lines running this way.
You see those grid lines
this
there.
way, yes, the vertical grid lines that you're looking at on your pattern represent the threads in your even weave fabric. So right here, there's a solid line that goes over 1, 2, 3 of those vertical lines. That means that my stitch length will be the same at 1, 2, 3 threads. And then there's 3 threads here, 3 lines, vertical lines, that have nothing. That means my needle goes under 3. And then over 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Under 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The way Kogin-zashi patterns are created is by reading from the bottom up or from the middle out in both directions. So in this case, what we would probably do is start working this middle line right here. You see that we did add in some, Jason added in the center point, which is that dot, as well as these vertical and horizontal divider lines right here.
So you can tell where the center of your fabric would be, and you can tell if you wanted to start at the exact center, you would pick up there.
That's right. Like in this case, we wanted this pattern, stitch pattern, to be centered on this piece of fabric. And in order to do that, we had to find the center of the piece of fabric and start with this row right in the center of that fabric. And then simply what we would do is start one row, then the next, and you just work back and forth like this, filling in kind of like a dot matrix printer.
For those of you of a certain age.
Bonus points if you're our age and you remember what a dot matrix printer is. But it fills in line by line. So you're going to do this line, over 3, under 3, over 3, under 3, and keep doing that till you get to the end. Then you'll turn your work, go back the other way, and work that row, then this one, and you'll just keep going like that until you're finished. And then come back in and start and go the other direction. So now we're going to pick up needle and thread and show you exactly how to make those stitches. Now I know that my first row, by looking at my pattern here, this is 3 and 3, 3 and 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24. And in fact, what it's going to do is go 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 21, 22, 23. So right there is the 23rd thread, which is where that knot is. So I would count, going this direction, my threads. So right there is my space that I want to come up in, and I'm not splitting those threads. This needle is a little more blunt, like I was saying. Just going to bring that up between, in that little square between the threads. Bring your thread up through to the front, turn it over, and leave a generous tail on the back. All right. And then we are ready to get started. So I read here that what I'm doing is over 3 and then under 3, and I'm alternating that all the way across the row until I end on this side. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over 3s to work. And I will do this because I can definitely see this from this far away.
Oh yeah, it's easy.
So I'm making sure that I am running down that row, that same row of holes right there. So over 3 and then under 3. Over 3 and under 3. Over 3 and under 3. I'll just keep doing that until I'm at the end of my row. I use the needle to lift threads and push down threads so that I can move through the fabric. Then the needle's kind of helping tension it, and I'm pushing everything along by the dimples in that palm thimble snagging the end of the needle, the eye of the needle. I'm pinching the needle in the fabric with this hand, holding the fabric in my left hand, my fabric hand, left, right-handed, doesn't matter, and moving through the fabric like so. And again, being very careful not to pierce the fabric, you are moving through the holes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to end with my needle on the back of my fabric. Very simply here, you're going to pinch where that needle is coming out of the fabric. Use your palm thimble to push on the eye of the needle, and that bunches the fabric all up, and then just pull the fabric, redistributing it over the thread, and then just continue to pull that thread through.
Slide that right on through.
So you get a nice, gorgeous line of stitches. And there's your first row.
First row done.